What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. Oh, I love the sound of some Flowmasters. Woo. Sounds sexy. But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm coming to you from inside my truck. Well, my car, truck slash whatever you want to call it. I'm dropping this video today to speak on being a fleet owner, expectations versus reality. And I'm gonna get into what I've been up to. I know I ain't dropped a video in like a month, but I've been busy. I've had a lot going on, and I just ain't had time. And my phone always rings, so it makes it hard for me to drop videos now because I've grown fleet-wise, so I just ain't been as available to be on YouTube like that. But anyways, being a fleet owner, expectations versus reality. Now, I'm gonna give y'all my expectations that I had going into this. Going into this, my expectations of being a fleet owner or just owning multiple trucks, period, was, I'm gonna make all this money off my trucks. I'm gonna make all this money. I'm gonna be, just balling out of control. But that's not reality. That's what I learned quick. That is not the reality. People, they see, fleet owners like myself or just people with multiple trucks, and they think like it's all peaches and cream and it's all, just good days, eating steak and lobster every single day, and just living the high life. That's the expectation. That's the perception you would think because you have all these trucks, but that's not reality. The reality of it is, it's hard, it's stressful, and it will consume your life and take you under. That's what they don't tell you about. They don't tell you about, what happens when you have drivers that get busted with weed and DOT comes knocking on your door. Then you get another driver that gets arrested for weed, and then you think that you're in the clear because they don't do a DVIR, but then you go through a bid inspection with California CHP, and that's when it comes back and I'll bite you in the ass, because they look at every driver you've ever had, and they look at the fact that you had one FMCSA audit because of a drug violation, and then a week later, after the fact, your driver gets popped for smoking weed and goes to jail. So they ding you for that. They ask you, well, they get to looking and they get to wanting to research and see things, and they ask questions. So you got to explain yourself. Being a fleet owner, especially with your own authority, you're going to do a lot of explaining. So then you go and you hire some people to help you out, and they do a shitty job of trying to help you out, and you still have to explain why certain loads didn't get communicated to people, just why stuff just wasn't going right. Being the owner, you are the face, and you are the person that has to make all these explanations, especially when it comes to drivers. And they don't tell you about that. That's not the stuff that you see on anywhere, And then you have the trucks. Yeah, owning a fleet is cool. Having a bunch of trucks is cool. It's cool to say that you got a fleet. But then you got the trucks and you got all the breakdowns. And you have the clutches. You have the motors that blow up. You have all these hidden expenses that come with everything with owning a fleet and maintaining a fleet. And then you get to the driver's pay, and you have to pay the drivers, and then you have drivers that are you're dealing with a lot of personalities when it comes to owning a bunch of trucks, because you're going to have drivers that need to drive these trucks, and they're going to be talking, and they're going to want to dirty up your name. They're going to want to jump on social media and run your company and you through the mud. You're going to get threatened. You're going to get all that. You're going to take all this heat as a fleet owner. So I would advise you to have a whole lot of patience, because they going to test your gangster. They are going to do that. Not only the people that work for you, but past and present, but also people on the internet. You're going to get a lot of haters that wish they could be where you were at. But like I tell everybody, when it comes to owning a fleet, my sleep pattern is messed up. I'm mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, just every single type of feeling is just all out of whack and been tested. Because you're going to lose out on a lot of everything that I just described. You're going to be burned out because of all the stress that you go under. It comes with the territory. And then at the end of the day, and this is just the reality, this isn't stuff that you expect, but it's stuff that, it happens. But you're going to have to do it, or you're going to have to endure it. Certain things, yeah, you can, kind of prevent, look past. But at the end of the day, you're still learning and you're still growing as an owner. It's growing pains. Then you're going to have situations where your owner ops, if you decide to hire on owner ops, and say you give them 10%. You take 10%, say you have a factoring company, so they're going to take a percentage out of that 10%. So in reality, you're really not making 10% off your owner ops. You're making whatever it is after the factoring company takes their cut. That's even if you decide to factor. If you don't decide to factor, then you got to wait 30 days or whatnot. But you better have a whole lot of money stacked up, because if you got an owner op making damn near $4,000 a week after all expenses, because I have owner ops that do it, that's a lot of money to shell out if you ain't got a factoring company. So that's something else, you got to think about. But then you have the owner ops that make mistakes. And guess what? Since they're running your DOT number on the side of their door, their mistakes become your mistakes. So those are the reality of it. Even with drivers in your company trucks, their mistakes become your company's mistakes. So then you'll have the owner ops that go and forget to set their brakes, and they mow through 2 fences and they hit a truck and they put a hole in your personal trailer. Then they're going to hit you with the, I think I need to be put on a payment plan because I can't afford the amount of damage that was just done. Yeah, you can run it through your insurance, but 9 times out of 10, your insurance is going to cancel you because of the dumb mistake. So you decide, I don't want to run it through my insurance. I just rather pay out of pocket. But now you're at the mercy of the person who you're paying and hope that they will let you do a payment plan. And then they're going to hit you with the, no, we're not going to let you do a payment plan. We want all our money up front. So when they hit you with that, and now you have your owner op telling you that, can you just take $500 to $1,000, maybe $500, $250 out of their check per week until the balance is paid in full. Mind you, $3,000 of that was towards the fence. $4,000 of that, or $1,000 of that was to put a brand new trailer door on your trailer. And in reality, it's a trailer that he messed up. That was yours. So when you go to the guy that made the fence, you as the fleet owner, you can't tell him, hey, bro, can I just give you a payment plan? He's not going to accept that. He wants his money paid in full. You go to the trailer spot to get it repaired, guess what? He wants his trailer paid in full. So now you as the fleet owner have to make the decision of, do you really want to give this man a payment plan when you get a call in the middle of the night or early in the morning about the damages done? Did you get a chance to get a payment plan? Now you got to shell out your $4,000 that could have went towards something else. Probably maybe even a new yard that you were going to move to. But now you got to put those plans on hold because you have this lingering over your head that you didn't even create. This was created by one man's simple mistake of not setting his brakes. That's the reality of owning a fleet. So I don't want to drop this video to make it seem like, it's such a bad thing to own a fleet. It's not. I mean, it has its benefits. Your company grows, but at the end of the day, you're not going to make much money off your fleet at all, especially if you have owner ops. Maybe if you got like maybe 100 owner ops, yeah, you'll see a nice return on it, but that's 100 problems. That's 100 different personalities, and that's 100 different trucks that got to go through annual and 90-day inspections. And you're taking a chance of your CSA score getting rocked if any of them get put out of service in a level 1 inspection. So yeah, there's a lot of expectations to people wanting to be a fleet owner, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of reality and it's a lot of truth to it that's ugly. So I would advise anybody that wants to get into the business, really think it out, really learn from people that are actually doing it, that are actually going to tell you the truth. Listen to them and take the advice from people that's going to keep it 1,000 with you. And if you're trying to do it under your own authority, listen to people that actually are doing it under their own authority. Don't listen to these Landstar guys or these guys leased to these carriers, because it's a whole different monster of a fleet owner versus a fleet owner with their own authority versus a fleet owner that's leased to a company. It's night and day. You just got to figure out which one you want to be, and you got to find people that are actually in the industry that's going to keep it 1,000 with you and let you know. So, with that being said, and these are all experiences that I've been through since I've been a fleet owner. There's times where I want to quit. There's times where I want to give up. There's times where I just want to say F everything and everybody and just have my one truck. But at the end of the day, this is what I chose to do. This is the business that I chose to jump into. I knew the job was dangerous before I took it, so I just got to deal with it now. But with that being said, love, peace, prosperity, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.